So those of you who follow me know that I've been doing a few portraits recently, and here's a few I've done recently, and I'm quite keen to pursue this subject, portraits, and I've made a little demo here showing you kind of the process I'm following, or not what I'm experimenting with at the moment, because that's what it is, experimenting. So the drawing, that's what it's all about. You know, you need to be able to draw to do portraits, basically, which is why it's so difficult. I'm actually using a knitting needle there to plot out some of the measurements, and I'll speed this bit up. That it's not a drawing demonstration. This really just sort of showing you what I'm kind of doing. The portraits I have done have been 9 by 12 inches. This is smaller, 5 by 7. Just for trying to do a small demo. Unfortunately, the microphone didn't work. It just crackled. So I'm doing a voiceover, so apologies for that. But I'm going to do 2 demos here. I'm going to do a freehand drawing and then paint it, and then I'll trace it and paint it. And you'll see why accurate drawing is important, because my drawing just isn't up to standard at the moment for portraiture. Quite comfortable with my landscapes and so on, but probably because you can make a few mistakes on a landscape and it's not a problem, but with portraiture there is, you know, an issue. So I'm doing daily sketches in my sketchbook, which I'll show you at the end, and I'm doing a watercolor portrait every day at the moment, and I'm also doing some oil painting ones as well. So I got a drawing there which was okay. It wasn't, it was far from a likeness, but it was enough there to have a go at practice painting. And if you want to have a go at learning to paint portraitures in watercolour, give yourself a break, like I'm doing. Allow yourself to fail. You know, it's not easy, and you will fail, as I am on my portraits. I had a little bit of success with some of the ones I've done recently, but they're nowhere near the freshness that I want as I get in some of my landscape paintings. And that's down to lack of drawing skills. So on this one, I went for the putting in the dark shapes first and letting areas melt into each other, because that's part and parcel of what watercolour is all about. But the mistake is, what I've realised, is to try and paint details, go for the big shapes, look for strong shadow shapes. So your reference image needs to be good, like this one here. Which we've got, you know, strong clear pattern of where the light and darks are. But so I'm connecting the head to the hat with the soft edges, so constantly thinking about what edge is it. You know, not worrying too much about the colours at the moment. Let's just concentrate on getting the transition of edges and try and get accuracy in our brush mark making. And yeah, it came out okay, this one, and then I had to go on the traced version, which would give me, you know, more accuracy. I'm using Bohong paper, which I'm finding is very forgiving, which is probably not a bad thing with portraiture when you're learning, because I'm constantly going over areas and lifting off paint and so on. That was done on Saunders and Waterford, that one. So that's the traced version there. That's another portrait I did day before yesterday, I think it was, and that one came out okay. A little bit overworked in some areas, but you know, it's still much better than I was doing a few years ago. So I'm heading in the right direction. So that was today's one I did this morning. Quite pleased how that one came out. That's my wife Kate, and there is a likeness there. But going back to the photographs, that's the reference image I started with, which you can see there's no strong shadow shapes, no light, so that would be very difficult to paint from. And you know, that's the kind of image we want, strong shadow shapes. So what I actually did is I put it into Midjourney, the image there, and manipulated it to get a better image for practicing portraiture. And that's what it is, practicing portraiture is what I'm doing. That ultimately I'll need to go and take better photographs to paint from. So don't make it difficult for yourself. Find an image. You know, there's lots of royalty-free websites, or if you're on tier 2 of the memberships, that I'm sharing a lot of these images. So this is what we're going to paint now again, but this time I'm using an accurate drawing, but it's still not going to be perfect, because you know, I'm learning to paint portraiture. So again, I'm not going to be too hard on myself, but you know, I'm doing it. You know, that's the important part. That for many years I've wanted to paint portraiture, and I kind of start in January normally and get sort of a few weeks into it, and then it's just a disaster, and then I go back to what I know, landscape painting. But every year I get a bit better, but I'm really going to go for it this year, but I'm going to concentrate on the drawing. Drawing is what I need to do, but the painting part is no different really than the landscape painting. It's just a case of figuring out how to get around the painting quick enough to get all the wet into wet areas done and get it fresh looking. So I did this one slightly different, that I went for drying it after putting all the darks in and then laying in the lighter value afterwards, which I think did work slightly better. So that's something I'll explore again. And it is a case of exploring. I'm self-taught. I taught myself how to paint landscapes as well, and how to use watercolors. And I think it's a great way to be self-taught, because you learn the hard way, but you really get in-depth knowledge because you have to paint so much. So I will get there with portraiture. It might take me many years, but I wanted to make a video to sort of try and share my journey as I'm doing it, because I think some of you, certainly on the members forum, have expressed an interest in portraiture. So that's what this is about. But say, unfortunately, the microphone didn't work, so I spent an hour here talking to myself. But I shall do another demo at some point. In the link, I shall share a link to a page on my website where there's a full demo where I painted this scene here. And obviously I'm still doing lots of landscape paintings. I shared 2 new ones today on the membership, because you just need to be painting watercolor. You need to understand what happens when you put the paint on the paper. So that was the 2 drawings with the reference in the middle. So more of a likeness with the traced version, which explains the drawing wasn't accurate enough. But I was quite happy with it. Looked like a human, the freehand drawing. That's all I'm asking at the moment, is to get the eyes at the right level and so on. The likeness will come with more practice. So it was good fun, and I'm enjoying it. It's good to challenge yourself with watercolor. That you can become complacent, and well, it's always difficult watercolor, so that's not always true. But these ones painted exactly the same way, concentrating on the big shapes first, and then work down to small shapes. But actually, I didn't paint many small shapes. You don't need to paint eyelashes and all the little details and so on. Just the actual likeness comes from the overall shapes and the big shapes and the tonal value. And that was the one this morning, which has got a nice bit of sunlight on that, so I was quite pleased with that one. So I look forward to painting another one tomorrow. Keep going. So a lot of this is coming from the work in the sketchbook, that I'm doing a daily sketch and trying to practice a bit of French as well. Been a bit slack on the French recently, but again, it's figuring out what works, what doesn't work. But big shapes to little shapes, that's working at the moment. So there you go. Good luck if you decide to give it a go. I'll share this image on tier 2 of the membership on the forum. So good luck if you decide to give it a go, and I shall sort my microphone out and do a demo real time with some nice easy portraits, or easier than ever easy. So until next time, bye for now.